So we're finally beginning our Soviet Union campaign in full. Now, instead of doing the intuitive thing and picking a fight with the filthy fascists here in Europe, I think we're going to go a slightly different route, which I sort of played around with when I was learning the mechanics of the game, and I really enjoyed it. I think y'all enjoy it as well. Anyhow, first off, we gotta fix some things. Let's get our resources rolling. We don't have any divisions of basic training. We'll come back to that in a second. First off, I want to finish the 5-year plan and get our industry in a slightly better situation. Also, we don't need like a ton of submarines, so what I want to do is get those destroyers rolling out. Some here. Oh, what? There. That's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. Russian naval output is lackluster. We also want to make sure our military factories are doing what is needed of them. Let's see here. We've got put a couple here. That. This. We'll put the other 4 into fighters so we have plenty of them coming along. We have 3 civilian factories, which is good. What I want to do with that is build more civilian factories. So that's what, 8, 12, 13, will put us at 15 civilian factories total. 4, that should be good, and military factories, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, another 6, 12. Okay. We also want to look into probably ensuring we have more Air Force capacity here. I believe that's our territory. Yeah, it is. 2, 3, 4. Okay. With that in mind, our first goal, and I may use some animations because I like using animations from Camtasia because they're super freaking easy, and it helps define things because I'm very well. I talk with my cursor. You know how people talk with their hands. Well, you can't see my hands, so I show you through my cursor. But our first goal, expansion-wise, is probably going to be here. We're going to expand into Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Do need political power to start justifying war goals. Stuff like that. But that's just so we have more bases, more factories here in the Baltic. Let's get our research rolling. That. Let's see here. That. And let's go ahead and do pocket defense just to get that going. You always want to have some doctrine or another going, especially early game, from what I have seen and from what I have read. Now it is time to deal with divisions. Give me a second. Okay. So, what I want to do is I want to get a bunch of infantry. We'll say 10 at a time. We're going to spawn them at Moscow. That's not what I meant to do. Location, Moscow. We're right outside Moscow, 1. That. We're just gonna have 1 unit of Motostrokovaya. And Kanazirovani. Yeah, Kanazirovani. And Strokovaya. I've actually been learning a little bit of Russian lately, so I'm kind of forcing myself to see how the words work in English, or like with English letters. It's kind of fun. It's weird. My favorite word so far is sabaka. It means dog. I was really tired when I came across it, and then, you know, the thing came over, it was like, sabaka! And I'm like, haha, sabaka! I mean, I was way more amused than I probably should have been. Okay. Moving on from that. Let's see what we've got here. Let's try and get a couple good full divisions. Let's see. Three armored's pretty good for early game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it? Okay, we're up to 14 now. 18, 24. Give them to... We don't want to use Georgy Zhukov yet. I have plans for him. Konstantin Rokossovsky is going to take the Polish border. That's not what I meant to do. And we're going to have these guys, these less impressive units, at 11. How many tanks we got? Don't want to use NKVD. I want to have them for sort of backups, essentially. Yep. That's a lot of tanks. Drop one of them. Oh, they're from a... I'm putting my mountain division somewhere else, though. Them here. We don't need a super amazing general for this, but I still want to have one that's worth his salt. So, Artyom Popov will do. And this one doesn't need to be very big. We'll beef it up as time goes on. Belyoshenko will head that one up. We have some tanks lying about, don't we? This one doesn't need to be full either. Malinovsky will head up the Romanian border. I think that's Romania. Yeah. Now, see, the thing is, people don't realize just how mountainous Iran is, but it's right here in the middle of this giant-ass mountain range. So we gotta take that into consideration. So the majority of infantry units that I will put in to this particular group, it's going to be mountain infantry. I will give some cav too, because it needs a little bit of that. We've used all of our tanks, I think, for now. Ah, no, we've got tanks. Good. We also haven't even touched the Finnish border. I'm not terribly worried about it, however. What is that, 16 divisions? 19 divisions. We will eventually need to move troops over here. That's not an immediate concern, however. But it is a thing with which we need to be worrying ourselves, essentially. Yeah. There we go. We will eventually go after Turkey as well. Again, not an immediate concern. These guys. So there. These guys, we're going to sort of hold them up around here somewhere. I don't want to worry with this front yet. Honestly, we are not going to worry with Japan at all. The way we're going to play this campaign, ideally. But we will see. So let's go ahead and hit the play button. Finally, we are what? Like, 12 minutes in now. 12 minutes of just setting up. Gotta love Paradox games. They run like that a lot. Oh, you have a spare mountain division. And it would appear we have some spare infantry lying around. Actually, let's go ahead and set up the front down here with these guys. Still need rubber. Apparently we need more rubber. That's acceptable, though. But, now our factories should be ready in May. That's not too far off. And these will go along, you know, as more get built to help sort of snowball our way into lots and lots of factories. The way I've tested this, and I did test it, I didn't want to make myself look like a complete fool on YouTube. We should have somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 factories by 1939. Like military factories. I could be wrong. You know, things do happen. But we will see. Excuse me. Now, one thing I forgot to do was set up this sort of fallback line. But we'll get around to it. We've got only 55.3 a day being built currently. That's not bad. Let's speed up a touch. Keep accidentally hitting the pause. . Let's see what we got. We've only got 3 fighters built so far. It's not bad. So, anyhow, trying to think what else we can do until war breaks out in Republican Spain, or Spain. We're pretty much not going to be doing anything, but that should be soon. So. Another thing of note is I've turned off historical focuses for AI, so there's actually a chance that you know, we'll never have any problem with Germany. There's a chance we could have a lot of really weird stuff happen. So we'll see. The Spanish Civil War is actually pretty interesting from the Russian side, or from the communist side of it, because you know you're actually dealing with a force that's pretty seriously weighted against you. So these guys are KVD. Now we'll only be able to send like 8 units. I'd like to have some armor ready for that, or at least, you know, available. We're probably going to have Georgy Zhukov do that. I think he's still in the general's pool. So we'll probably have like 1 or 2 tank divisions, and then the rest, like the other 3, the infantry. And we'll focus on sort of beating the crap out of the fascist rebels. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, it's a... Got bombers. I want to wait till we have about 100. Before I start really doing anything different. I do want to move these guys over here, though. I'll move these guys to here. These guys here. Now let's see. A lot of our navy is in Sevastopol, in like the Odessa region, or Crimea region, rather. It's Crimea, I think. Yeah, Odessa's up here. Then okay, the majority's in Leningrad. That's right. And the rest of it's down here. We don't have anything in the Pacific, which is kind of friggin' weird, to me anyway, because, you know, Japan at the time was not Russia's best friend. And Japan is naval power, so you'd think, maybe we should do something about that. Spanish Civil War, okay. So we'll probably break off some tanks and infantry, send them over. We want to do armament effort, just get this stuff out of the way as fast as possible. We've got more factories now to work on stuff. And as soon as we have points, we need to move up to war economy. It's going to help build up our construction speed for military factories, which is big. There's some other stuff I think we can do. but I'm not sure. Factory output, yeah, but we'll lose a lot of resources, which is not good. We'll see. Probably move up to the war economy first, though, just to get the output rolling. Right now, let's just double check what we need. Spain is not terribly mountainous, except for in just a couple of parts of it, like around Zaragoza. We don't really need mountain infantry, like a lot. We're gonna break these guys off. Them over there. And those tanks. What's that tank doing? Okay, so what's that for? Two, 3, 5 total. Oh, come on. Seriously, we got... let's just grab one of these infantry units from over here. Or not. Okay. Put them into an army. Give them to Georgy Zhukov. And we're going to send volunteers to Republican Spain. Okay, so eventually they'll get over there. It'll probably be the beginning of next episode when they do. So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll get to see some actual combat early in the game. Now, one thing to remember if you want to do stuff like that is you got to be at peace. You can also support rebellions in other countries. Say you wanted to like boost your party in Australia. Okay, you can do that. And then once that's done, you hit stage a coup. You want to wait till there's a lot. One thing we'll probably do in this campaign is do this to the U.S. That way they'll be on our side. So we'll stage a coup and bring them over to our side. And we'll actually send an expeditionary force, or send, volunteers over to help out with that. Now, that's one thing. Expeditionary forces, basically you send a bunch of troops over and they're under the command of that nation as opposed to yourself. Volunteers, you actually get to command, which is really nice. So let's speed that up a little bit. We'll probably not go on too much longer. I just want to kill a little bit of time on the end of this episode. Just finishing getting things set up, and that way we can kind of jump right into it with Republican Spain. Trying to think about what else we need to worry with. Germany has not done Rhineland yet, I'd say. Which is strange. Generally, they do that pretty much right off the bat. I was actually watching, speaking of weird things that I haven't seen before. Oh. So, National of Spain and, those are doing Westwall. Okay. So, our troops are here in Spain. So, it's on this theater now. I'm going to give them the offensive line. do that. But anyway, I think it wasn't a Roomba. It was the guy, he's one of the ones that actually does a lot of specifically Hearts of Iron Let's Plays. I can't remember his name, which is sad because he's really good and he's a lot of fun to watch. I can't remember. Let's modify the government and then let's end the episode, I guess. Oh, but my point was that the war started in like March or like right at the beginning of the game in 36. He was playing as Germany, and he remilitarized the Rhineland, but instead of like going with it and just being kind of sketched out, like the UK and France said, no, we're not going to let you do that. And so they went after Germany in like the first month or two of the game. It was pretty funny. He's still, excuse me. I just had lunch a minute ago. And he still pulled out pretty well because they weren't prepared any more than he was. But let's modify the government. I actually think perhaps, since we're in the middle, excuse me, of this, we need to consider some other things. Bolshnazensky, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the industry stuff. Let's do that. But next time, here on my channel, which will probably be uploaded pretty close to this one because I like to upload this sort of stuff in pods. We will be moving on to Zaragoza, and helping win the Spanish Civil War for the Republicans. It'd be fun. Changing history already. Alright guys. Anyhow, I thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. That way you can see more of this. And I will see you next time. I've been Steel Walrus. Peace out.